What did you do today to celebrate the fact that you're alive? Did you go get yourself some cake? Birthday or not? Did you hug your dog's ashes and cry a little bit? Did you realize that you're right where you need to be? Expectations be damned. This is the Help Me See podcast, and I'm your host, Bianca Morra. I'm an artist, an educator, and an anxiety-ridden mama who's obsessed with making meaning in art out of this one and only life. This podcast is about helping you see your life before it's gone. Like, really see it. I want to ask questions like, when does your now become your nostalgia? How can we be more intentional with the memories we're saving and not just capturing the highlight reel? You can expect an episode every Wednesday, some with just my introvert self rambling about what keeps me up at night, and some amazing guest speakers diving into how they choose to see. Something that seriously pains me is hearing, I wish I would have known how important that was at the time. I hate hearing that from others, and I'm scared to feel that for myself. I do feel like doing this podcast will be a comfort. I believe that if we continue having conversations about intention and awareness, that we can all live more fulfilled lives and create amazing work. I hope you leave each episode feeling inspired by your day-to-day with a deep peace of knowing that you're not missing it. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's talk about everything that's right in front of us. So, let me guess. You are either too in the moment, so you don't think to take photos and you're relying on your fading memories, or you take too many photos and pull yourself out of every single moment you have. Which camp are you in? I bet you could guess that I'm in the overboard camp. I made something just for you. Sign up for my free guide, See Nostalgia Now, 3 ways to save your memories before they're gone. I list super simple tools and easy to implement ideas to diversify how you save your memories so you don't have to feel the pressure of missing the moment or forgetting your memories. I even include some strange personal anecdotes on how I've done it myself. I may or may not have secretly recorded my partner's reaction to my pregnancy announcement and then gifted him the video a full year later. No judgments, please. Head to my website, www.biancaliamora.com, to sign up for the free guide or see the link in the show notes. I can't wait to hear how it helps you bottle up your goodness. Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Help Me See. This is an interesting one because I am actually recording this one at 10:30 at night, the night before I'm supposed to drop this, which is a big no-no that I probably shouldn't be sharing, but hey, I'm a pretty transparent person. So, and there's a reason. I had another episode, a couple episodes actually, that I was working on, but today is my birthday, and I felt like I actually didn't do anything all day that felt reflective, introspective, intentional. And what better thing to do than to talk to myself about my birthday on this podcast? Kind of feels like the whole podcast honestly feels like a diary journal type of thing where I'm just like rambling to myself out loud. It just happens to be uploaded to the internet. So this birthday, I turned 32, and I had to do the math multiple times. Wait, 2021 minus 1989. It was the least birthday feeling birthday I've probably ever had. Not a shocker. I have 2 kids. I don't, it's not at all that I'm ashamed of getting older in any way or nothing like that. It's just that I'm very uncomfortable with what a blur it's all been. It's all meaning this life. Like, I can't, it's weird to put a number on myself, like how old I am, how many years I've been on this planet. It feels weird. And me getting older means my loved ones are getting older. And honestly, the whole thing makes me feel uncomfortable. Like many things do. But yeah, I just, yesterday we were in the kitchen and my partner's like, can you believe tomorrow's your birthday? And I'm like, huh? I just totally forgot. I'm not a big planner. And on my birthday, oftentimes I won't plan something and then I'm like, oh, I don't feel like anything. It's fine. And then that morning I wake up. I'm like, oh, it's my birthday and I don't have anything to do. Like a big putz. This year wasn't like that though. I didn't feel bummed that I didn't have anything to do. What did I do today? I got in the car and bought myself a birthday cake. I decided that driving alone in the car sounded luxurious to me, just to go pick out a cake. The cake actually, in fact, sucked, but my son had fun, and that's all that matters. What else did I do? I didn't have a birthday candle, so I lit a house candle that I had to blow out so that my son had something else to blow out. It's funny how much, I mean, it's obvious that everything revolves around kids oftentimes, but how genuinely different it is to have birthdays when you have kids. How deterred from your own satisfaction you are, which feels very natural. And I don't know. It doesn't make me sad, but like, I don't know that I want to keep it that way. I want to rediscover my zest and excitement for things like that in my own right. Like, I love, love, love my kids, obviously, more than anything. But at the same time, I feel like it's healthy to not only see things through their eyes and for them. And I think that it will encourage them to maintain their hold on themselves throughout their life. And that's something I do want for them. And I want that for myself too. I want to hold on to myself. What else did I do? I held on to my dead dog's ashes. I did that. I cried. Yeah, I haven't picked him up. He's on our mantle and I haven't picked him up in a while. And I picked him up to give him a hug and it's pretty heavy. It really feels like the weight of his head used to on our lap. So I cried. Not sob, but definitely cried. It was more kind of laughing at myself for crying, but I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if I'm just trying to comfort myself and I'm in this weird denial, but I feel like I feel him around. I really do. I didn't realize I was going to mention that today. What else did I do? I mean, I didn't really do anything, but I did think about how my life is so much of what I've always wanted it to be. And it entertains me how in flux it all still feels. You think that you're not above, but like you're so acquainted and familiar with these sayings of it's about the journey and there's no destination and you can't have conditional happiness, like I'll be happy when, and yada yada yada. And I 1000% agree and know and feel that. But yet you turn around and you're doing the same thing. Like, objectively, writing the things down that are facts of my life right now, it's like what I've always dreamed of. And it doesn't feel as content or settled as I thought it would. I mean, I have 2 kids. I have my first house, like a real house, not an apartment that I'm so used to being in. And I'm about to open like a physical business. And I still don't feel settled. I don't feel permanent. I don't know, I just still feel in flux. And it's okay. I mean, how boring would it be to feel like, well, that's about it. Everything's where it should be. But I guess I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised. It feels very easy to lose your identity in this phase of life. As someone who has a very strong hold on what is important to me in my art and my work and what I want to bring to the world and others in addition to my family, I still feel like if I just had 1 ounce less energy or tenacity, then that would be all she wrote. I'm just fucking tired. I'm so tired. And sometimes I just want to watch trash TV. But I do have this incessant pull to do what I know I need to do to fulfill parts of me. And although it's exhausting, I really, really enjoy it. Like, I feel like I'm always saying, oh, I'm working. And my friends will be like, oh, just relax. It's too much. You need to relax. You work so much. And I don't, it's not a martyr thing. It's not anything other than I call it work because it is my work. It's my life's work, but I enjoy it so much. And it's where I feel like I thrive. And the only time it gets hard is when I'm trying too hard and I'm blinding myself from what I really need to do. Or when I'm doing it at 10:45 at night on my birthday. Just kidding. In that vein of being really easy losing yourself in early motherhood or in just a time in your life where there's just so much going on and you're doing so many different things. I had a phone call with a dear friend of mine that I haven't really connected with in a few years, at least over the phone. And I forgot what it was like to feel. I mean, I was like sweating from enthusiasm. Like, it was the epitome of, wow, this girl doesn't get out much. Like, I was so energized by our conversation, and I forgot what it was like to feel that seen and connected and sharing passions with someone in that way. It was like I was out of breath from talking, like a little kid, like and it was wonderful, and it was such a reminder of how abundant and how expansive life can be. And sometimes we make it so insular, and I love insular. I'm an introvert. I need 98% alone time. I
all the things, all the things. But really recognizing the things that light us on fire and making sure you're getting that in the amount that feels right for you is so important, not only for yourself, but for your whole family, because I feel like I was a completely different person yesterday than I've been for the last couple weeks. Do you have any traditions that you do for yourself on your birthday? I was thinking about it. I mean, the tradition that I set forth for myself, I didn't even do today, which was a family portrait. I mean, it was probably because I just took so many family portraits on the other weekend when I was away, but ironic and hilarious that I did not make time for a portrait today. I took a few photos, of course, on my phone, but not our family portrait. Maybe tomorrow. Starting a tradition for as long as it feels good to you and letting it morph into whatever feels best as you grow is a good way to hold on to some semblance of reverence for your life and this event. I am the first person to say that your actual life isn't the milestones, it's everything in between. And I believe that. But what better forced way to take a pause and sit back and look than on your literal birthday? My mom called me, and every time she, oh, I could cry. Every time she calls me on my birthday, I pick up the phone and completely off key, she sings happy birthday, and she sings the whole song. Oh man, it makes me laugh, and I want to cling on so tight. It's like it always happens in the spur of the moment, and every year I think I gotta get that recorded, and I don't. Maybe I'll have her sing it to me again tomorrow. Like a big creep. Okay. I want to know, what are your plans for your coming birthday? Did you just have one? Did you do anything? Are you kind of in my boat of the nothingness of the day? It was still a good day. I get the keys to my studio on November 1st, and I feel like that's a birthday present enough for me, from me. Aren't those the best presents, though? The presents you buy for yourself. I feel like we need to do more of that. Knowing what lights you up and what gives you more life, and being that for yourself, not waiting for someone else to do that for you. That's the best. So the studio is going to open, and I'm going to get in there and I'm going to paint. I'm having a sign made up for the sidewalk, the whole thing. It definitely feels like a new chapter. And I'm really excited to be going into this new year with so many good things that I'm thankful for. One of which being this podcast, this audio journal of mine. I'm appreciative of this platform that's kind of strange and very unanticipated for myself. But I'm happy to be here, and I want to ask you questions that you might not ask yourself enough or at all. Hopefully not at all. What did you do today to celebrate the fact that you're alive? Did you go get yourself some cake? Birthday or not? Did you hug your dog's ashes and cry a little bit? Did you realize that you're right where you need to be? Expectations be damned. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time.